Hey everyone, so it's been a while since I've made a video or uploaded a new video with original content that's not streaming to the channel. So I wanted to show you one of the reasons why it's been a while. I've been busy. I moved to a new apartment, and with that new apartment, I've been creating a gaming room. Keep in mind that this is version 1.0 of this gaming room. It's still very much a work in progress. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, or if there's anything you think I can change or improve. Starting with this top area right here, I have my retro collection, or mostly a handheld collection, where I have the N-Gage, I have the Game Gear, I have a Game Gear that I'm using my Amazon phone to hold up in place, as you can see here. I have a PSP, Game Boy Color, there's a Game & Watch, that's the newer Game & Watch, actually. And then below that, which I'll show you in a second, I have the Game Boy Advance SP? Yeah. And then the 3D Game Boy. Yeah, shout out to editing here. Great. The 3DS. In the second row, it's a more retro stuff. The games that I have in display right now are just placeholders. That being said, any game you see here, if you want to learn more about it, you want me to make a video on it, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to talk about that a lot. But yeah, so I have some of my favorite Nintendo 64 games on display. Shout out to Diddy Kong Racing. I actually personally think that's better than Mario Kart. That's just my opinion though. I have some Jaguar games up for display. Clearly the greatest one of all time, White Man Can't Jump. And then another decent one called Alien vs. Predator. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna move what games are here over time. I also have Streets of Rage 4 in the back. For those interested in that handheld, it was an NVIDIA Shield. Then below that, I have a collection of games, like even more games. So I have Vib Ribbon in the middle, and then I have the Sonic Glam Glow, that is, you know, prized possession part of my stuff. Ignore that flashlight, please. A collection of Dreamcast games and PlayStation 1 games here. Some of them are my favorites. Some of them not so much. Like Twisted Metal 4, I would not describe as a favorite, but 2 Extreme is definitely one of my favorite PlayStation games. Everything is essentially being set up to hold my Vib Ribbon case, which I'm very proud of, even though I'm hiding. And then we can ignore the cologne there as well. And then on the second to last area on this shelf, I have a bunch of books. Most of the books are like kind of like a collection of manga and video game related. I will be showing a few in a second. First one I'm starting with is this one right here, the Art of Video Games. Perfect coffee table for gaming nerds. A lot of screenshots. Here's some examples. Shout out to Kirby. I'm glad they had an opportunity to be featured on here. Shout out to Super Mario. Believe that was Super Mario 3. Don't discredit me. That's not the permanent home for that place. I just kept it there for now. And then over here, I have a 16-bit book because I am a huge Sega fan. I'm very much a Sega fanboy, in case you didn't know. Here's some examples of stuff in here. Look at that. Some art from a Sonic game that never came out. Vector Man. There you go. High quality stuff. And then on the bottom, there's actually a bunch of disc cases in the back, but I don't want them immediately for display because it looks a little bit cluttered, so I put some boxes that I have and some other games. That Saturn controller is fantastic, even though I'm not sure if you can see the price there, but I paid a couple of bucks more than I needed to. I want to support local businesses. But yeah, you can get that cheaper on Amazon. That was my brother on top there. This right here is from the video of me making a portable gaming station. So I'll put a link in the upper right corner. At one point, here's the couch. The couch is a bit old, a bit worn, but it is very comfortable. This is made by my friend Gary. Shout out to him. Hey, he's appeared on the stream before, once or twice. Couple of mini arcades. This one is the Astro City, which in the original audio I called the Retro Duo, which is 100% wrong. It's the Sega Astro City. They're not plugged in, but they're super dope. I also have the Neo Geo one here. Again, Anything you see here, let me know if you would like a review on it or if you'd like to hear me talk about it. Here I have some of my more modern stuff, my PlayStation 4 stuff, and I noticed at one point one of the games was upside down, and I know some people, that might have OCD tendencies would hate to see that. So, now it's perfect. There's no other reason why this would trigger someone's OCD. Um, then some more retro stuff here: PlayStation 2, Xbox. Again, where any place you see games organized, I kind of put them there for the sake of putting them there for now. Um, Unfortunately, this isn't immediately accessible. I would have to slide it off. But in here as well, that's where I'm hiding most of the wires. Shout out to the Q cord that was visible there. Um, at this point is when I remembered I have Sonic shoes. These are the knockoff Sonic shoes I use for when I do speed runs. So if you're ever watching my stream and you see me do a speed run, I'm wearing those, even though you can't see it 99% of the time. Under the couch is more storage space. One example of stuff that I have here is a bunch of extra controllers. I don't play with 4 people most of the time with my games, so I don't need to have the controllers immediately available. That's me struggling to put them away. Very, very smooth, very classy there. Uh, that's my most recent laptop. I didn't pick those stickers, but they're there. Um, some of the art that I have up there. So shout out to my artist friends. Everything that's framed up on the wall, I actually know the person that put them there. So again, supporting local artists, and I'm a big fan of colors. So if something's vibrant, it'll catch my interest. Even though one of those was in black and white, it's actually glow in the dark. Yeah. So as you see there, I have the controllers stacked up against the side of the bookshelf. That's something I want to do on this one as well. That's a shade. And there's my arcade machine. So this is an arcade machine that I kind of built from scratch. It uses the extension arcade, but then the inside it's a PC. I actually really didn't build this from scratch at all. I just took a collection of parts. I buy power. That's what that looks like. So yeah. So the X Arcade joysticks, I've had this arcade or variations of this arcade machine for a really long time at this point, going on a decade. So yeah, I love it. Also, boom, that's the main TV in the game room. It's about 50 inches. I just finished streaming, which links below if you want to go watch my Twitch. This is the game that I stream. It's Wrestling Empire. So the TV's pretty good. But then within the TV, or next to the TV rather, I have another game rack. Again, I don't know if I want to have all of these up for display immediately. Like, there's a lot of Wii and PlayStation 2 stuff there. It would make sense for me to move things around. I have a Commodore 64 in a corner. That's a perfect example of this not being definitive. I feel like that's an area where I would want it to be more prominent, and that's not where it is now. I have a PlayStation 2, I have a Sega Saturn, I have an Xbox One, I have an Xbox 360. That is a Raspberry Pi, even though it's in a Nintendo shell case. Sega Genesis Mini, which I love, a regular Dreamcast, Nintendo and Super Nintendo Mini. Then I have a Wii. There's the PlayStation Mini over there. The Zeebo's on the bottom, collecting dust. I have a link to that as well if you want to know about the Zeebo. So many things. This is me moving things around. Yeah, I didn't think this through, and I was like, hey, I'm going to make a video and looking at all my stuff. So there we go. That's the N64 with the EverDrive on it because I want to preserve my games. Then PlayStation 3 down there, and that is a mini TurboGrafx 16, which I definitely should do a video on soon. I have Pokemon cards here. Not Pokemon, Magic cards. But I do play Pokemon as well. So if you ever want to see me do something about Magic cards, let me know. I mean, that's still in the realm of gaming, right? So I have this retro TV specifically for my most retro of consoles. Most of those consoles I have an HDMI converter for. These I wanted, as is the Sega Saturn, as you can see there. That's an Atari Jaguar. There's a lot of wires all over the place, but these can be immediately played within a minute. That Game & Watch shouldn't have been there. I'm not sure why it was there. And then I also have the Panasonic 3DO. So I have these all connected to the old TV because for the Sega Saturn, that one in particular, I have light guns that work with it, so I can actually play light gun shooters. Then in my closet, I have some music stuff. For those that don't know, I also do music in addition to video game collecting. And then on the bottom, it's kind of like extra stuff left behind, which I'll show in a second. Gonna hide that pencil. Yeah, you never know when you need a hidden pencil. But yeah, and then also in the closet, I have a lot of stuff that I didn't have space for, or I might rotate. Um, Again, some music stuff, recording things. On this side over here, I have the original Sega Saturn box. That is my wires. I have an arcade joystick. And then the last area, which I have to climb up to, as you can see here, is additional storage space that I have that's pretty accessible. I need to organize this a bit better. I know some of this might drive people nuts. I have an extra Xbox 360. I have some boxes for the arcades. I have some of my 3DO games and just loose extra games that I couldn't find a place to put definitively. You can't really see it too much right now here, but one of the games I have for the original Xbox is Steel Battalion, which comes with a huge controller. I would like to do a video at one point on that controller. That's like what you're looking at now is like half of it. It's a huge controller that takes up a lot of space, but it's super fun to play the game. It's very immersive. I have some Sega Dreamcast driving things. Yeah, that was English. Why can't I remember the name of that thing? That was my finger that just made an appearance. Last art piece. I don't think I pointed out this art piece when I was talking about the art before. So I'm just giving a mini spin of the room. And please, enjoy.